I've been working on the railroad all the livelong day. I've been working on the railroad just to pass the time away. Don't you hear the whistle blowing? Rise up so early in the morning.
This video will familiarize you with how lockout tagout procedures are applied to railroads and industries using diesel-electric locomotives. You will see the federal regulations governing energy lockout, an example of why lockout tagout is needed on locomotives and other equipment, the components of a typical lockout program, energy sources found on low horsepower EMD locomotives, locations where these energy sources may be isolated and disconnected, devices and procedures used to lock out energy on a diesel-electric locomotive. Federal Regulations. Title 29 of the Code of Federal Regulations, Chapter 17, covers the OSHA rules. OSHA is the Occupational Safety and Health Administration, and its role is to promote the safety and health of American workers by setting and enforcing safety standards. Part 1910.147 covers the servicing and maintenance of machines and equipment in which the unexpected energization or startup of the machines or equipment or release of stored energy could cause injury to employees. Refer to this regulation prior to working on any equipment or locomotives that may have hazardous energy sources. An example of an injury from the railroad industry. While making a modification to the electrical system on a diesel-electric locomotive, an experienced electrician moved his hand over the positive and negative input terminals of a circuit breaker. The electrician was wearing a ring which welded itself to the terminals and burnt the electrician's finger badly, all the way to the bone. It took the electrician several months to recover. The electrician had shut the diesel engine down and opened the battery switch and thought that this was sufficient protection to allow him to work on the system safely. Normally, the high current draw caused by the ring shorting the circuit would cause the circuit breaker to open. Because the circuit was hooked directly to the 64 VDC starting batteries, no circuit breaker tripped. This particular locomotive had several circuits, the cab radio and water drains, wired directly to the batteries. When working on equipment, it is necessary to ensure that all energy sources have been identified, isolated, locked, tagged, and tested, so that a person working on the equipment cannot be injured by contacting any hazardous energy source. When properly applied, the Lockout Tagout program provides the worker with conditions that safeguard him when working on equipment or locomotives. The program consists of 6 major components: identify, de-energize, lockout, tagout, test, and clear.
Locomotive lockout tagout training is available at mtm243.talentlms.com.